Hi, my name is Craig Sparks, Director here at the Bernalillo County Youth Services Center. Those of us that have made a career in juvenile justice never arrive at an actual destination in our work with at-risk youth. There is always a new challenge to address, new strategies to explore, and more creative practices that we can identify so that all of us can do a better job helping our youth. With some hard work from our experienced staff, we have been exploring core enrichment programs that lend positive, unique learning opportunities for at-risk youth. Let me be very clear, despite the fact that we strive to improve conditions in this facility and implement positive programming for youth, detention isn't fun here or anywhere else in this country. It isn't easy, and detention is even more difficult for youth. It's time away from their lives, family, school, and it's time away from all of the growth opportunities that the adolescent brain needs to thrive. It is important to understand that every kid in our detention center will get out someday. What are the expectations of them when they return to the community? Do you expect them to return to school, get a job, avoid future trouble with the law? Kids cannot change simply by doing time. They need positive opportunities to have new experiences that will have an impact on how they view themselves and what they see for their future. I'm happy to share the very hard work the staff has done to offer some exciting programs to provide these opportunities designed to have a positive impact towards changing the pathway to the future for at-risk youth.
Here is basically a different form of the food system.
We started harvesting kale and Swiss chard and some of the onions and some of those things.
We had all this produce from the harvest. We needed to do something with it, and we had a ton of it. So I said we should cook this food for the girls. It's grown maybe 400 feet from the cafeteria. We cooked it up and we made veggie quesadillas. Awesome, thank you.
We started feeding groups of boys in the morning different kinds of things that they had never eaten before. Amazingly, almost like 20 out of 21 said, we wish we could have this more with our regular meals.
And bye-bye biscuits and gravy and hello organic fruits and vegetables.
Have you ever been in a garden before? This is your first time in a garden?
This is my first time, that's why I'm kind of like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, probably. It looks ready to me. Let me feel it.
Pick it? I picked it.
A lot of things the students had never tasted before, and we got to take them out into the garden to water, to harvest, and then to bring things to the kitchen to prepare.
It's really helped us because we get to try different foods that we haven't been able to try before. We get to garden and see how things grow, how long it takes for them to grow. I think it's a really good experience for us.
We're going to be preparing today an eggplant parmesan.
We talked about this a little bit for those of you who are in the garden with us. Eggplant is really amazing. It's really good for your body and for your mind as well, which I think is just as important as taking care of your body, right?
Okay, as soon as it's breaded on both sides, then you dip it in and submerge it into the egg mix, the egg yolk, the egg wash, right there, yes. Flip it around, cover it up with your hands. You can get, a handful of it and throw it on top if you don't want to flip it. There you go. Then after it's all breaded like that, then you just put it over here, and this sheet pan right here is oiled. Well, you know what? Do a couple more. The ones that are doing it right now. This is your finished product.
That's soft inside.
Yeah?
That's good.
It's been wonderful to see validation by select staff from youth that healthy foods really can taste not just good, but damn good.
That's so good.
an opportunity for a lot of our kids inside the detention center to actually come outside and be able to participate. We have some groundwork that they'll start off with.
You're gonna have a partner, you're gonna do the best 2 out of 3, okay? Out of that 2 out of 3, whoever wins, the person who doesn't win then becomes this person's biggest fan. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
1, 2, 3,
1,
shoot.
2, 3, shoot. And we just keep going until we have one winner. And then everybody's their fan.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Woohoo! Yeah!
All right.
Woo! Oh, nice miss.
Yeah, you can move whenever.
Two misses!
Whenever they're doing these different challenges, and again, whenever they're by themselves, whenever they're back in the community, a lot of times that may not be the case, where they're a little bit scared to ask for help, or they just want to try to do things by themselves. And we're able to kind of get them to understand that, hey, you know what, you can't always do things by yourself. Sometimes you're going to need a little bit more assistance or a little bit more support to help you accomplish the goals that you're trying to achieve.
So sometimes we have to be able to say, hey, I don't want to do that, right? Is that a skill that you might need in your life? Mm-hmm. Has anyone ever needed that?
It's called choices.
Yeah. So we want to empower you to make a good choice for yourself today.
I got here from some bad choices, and this program's helping me fix those choices, to learn from my mistakes, so I can make a different choice to choose the right path instead of the wrong path.
Then we kind of open their eyes to, you know what, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can definitely get yourself involved in to help yourself stay out of trouble.
And this is really fun. I just learned how to trust others.
Move your foot on this side. Yeah.
Trust, teamwork, totally. Those are great ones.
Communication. Yeah.
Okay, so facing some fear and challenge, that's also really important.
If you're afraid of heights, it's something new because you could conquer your fear.
There you go. Maybe you can help if his rope gets kind of stuck in the wood pieces too. There you go. See, you can do this. Hang out on that platform, and then you're gonna go up first. Okay?
Very nice, gentlemen.
Great job.
You have individuals who are able to come out here and be able to relate some of the different things they learned here to their real life experiences.
And you start to learn and think about what you've done wrong, and I think when I get out, I'll be able to make some better choices.
All right, great.
The Equine program is a lovely partnership with WT Equestrian.
The focus is based on what we see and kind of talk in each school, each team or whatever, where does the focus want to be?
Based on a team approach that supports the belief that all clients have the best solutions for themselves when given the opportunity to discover them.
With one of the schools, they have a lot of substance abuse. And then what happens in that when you have substance abuse? A lot of your relationships are fractured. You don't trust anybody anymore. They don't trust you. So you work on a focus of trust.
It takes a while to bond.
For both of you. So relationship is both of you. Okay, you're good. A learning model is teamwork, problem solving, leadership skills. So there is 2 avenues of it: learning, psychotherapy.
There's two teams of 3. In each team there's 1 brain, 1 right hand, 1 left hand. The right hand, left hand, let's walk over to the saddle. So turn left and walk to the saddle. And right hand and left hand,
this will be fun!
pick up the saddle pad. And let's walk to our horse. Okay, so you guys get the idea? Okay, so you're learning how to use your experience, how to do something that you haven't done before.
Equine therapy is something that has been kind of on the cutting edge of new experiential type of therapies.
Most beautiful to witness is to see youth that feel very comfortable within their peer environment and come out and really recognize how small they are in the world.
The youth are responding very well to this. I was out here at the start of the day when, the youth were, pretty unsure about what to expect. They were hesitant to even get close to the horses.
So many youth, even though we are a regional detention facility, have never seen a horse up close.
As you can see now, as the day has evolved, the youth are very comfortable going up to the horse, interacting, touching the horse, petting the horse, leading the horse around the ball field here. So it's very nice to see. This is just the first day, and so this is a process that then progresses to where eventually the youth will actually ride the horse as well.
And to see washing over their face this sense of just awestruck, that is beautiful.
Foul ball. First. Oh, yeah, good. Out.
You want to hit under the ball, hit the tee almost. You almost want to aim for the tee. That little blue tee there, okay? There it is. And the sweet spot of the golf club is actually up here.
This was my first time playing golf. Played like miniature golf and stuff like that, but this was like a different kind of take on it. It was actually pretty fun.
This is important because the first tee program goes well beyond the game of golf. It's so much more. It's interpersonal skills life skills, like the interpersonal skills that we demonstrated today with our icebreaker. And the kids had a chance to do a variety of handshakes. Waterfall handshake was the most popular. Giving the kids the opportunity to experience the game of golf and the life skills and the core values and healthy habits, it's going to change their lives.
I learned how to have sportsmanship, don't just laugh at other people, tell them that they did a good job and give them a high five and just respect them. And if the ball comes towards you, don't just look at it, pick it up and hand it to them.
And the teams are on this side, you'll be batting first. So over here, okay? Let's go.
Be a team player,
We implemented 3 core values today: courtesy, responsibility, and sportsmanship.
I know that was a big thing today. You kind of had to just watch what you were saying to everybody, telling other players good job as they hit the ball. Even if they didn't, you still tell them good job for trying.
You are clear. Come on, there it is. Come on. Woo! Oh! There you go. Run.
I think it'll work wonders toward not just their behavior while they're in here, but giving them something. We try to equip them with tools to use on their way out when they're not in our facility.
What we love about this program is it ensures equity and provides especially disadvantaged youth and youth of color and girls the opportunity to learn a skill that really translates to those 8 core values.
And I've seen fantastic improvements on our kids to the point where now we have graduates graduating college and are very successful in all walks of life all across the country.
Good hit, run!
Oh, look!
I really appreciated that because I know they don't have to do these things kind of in the detention center, and I really appreciate that they do. A lot of the things that we get, they're not given. We have to earn them, and I really think it's a great thing that they do offer these kind of things.
That's it. Run. You remember the tips to meeting and greeting somebody new? What kind of handshake? A firm handshake, right? So doing a firm handshake. Not one of those ones where you're like, oh, or not one of those dead fish. Yeah, you don't want to give them a dead fish. Give them a firm handshake, right? Where are your eyes at? Eye contact. You speak loudly or clearly, right? Not like you have marbles in your mouth, right? And those are great tips to meeting and greeting somebody.
I liked it. I like playing golf. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to it.
And we are grateful for Mr. Sandals and Mike to come in to be a part of our facility, and we want to thank them one more time, please. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. So again, like.
Okay, pocket. There you go. Good boy.
A very dedicated group of volunteers have been coming in for the last 16 years to bring in certified therapy dogs.
It evolved. It began as just a visit with the kids, and then we started working on a program, and it evolved into a responsible pet ownership program. It's great. It's great. The kids love it. It's really fun. It's definitely instructional. They learn a lot, and they get to interact with the dogs, and they get to see the dogs at their best.
It's definitely a good break from our normal routine of, sometimes being in our cells and going to school.
Playing with dogs makes you feel better.
Every Sunday I'm just like, yes. Like either if it's Elkie or if it's Cole or if it's Mocha or the boxer that she brings in sometimes. Whichever dog it is, they usually tend to make me feel a lot better.
Come here, girl. Oh, you're so good. You're such a good.
We are going to be launching a certainly not new idea, but definitely retrofitted to the Youth Services Center, a pilot aimed at reducing the rates of euthanasia of shelter dogs by having the opportunity for staff and teachers to become foster parents for a partner adoptive agency.
Shake.
And then have the youth actually participate in and market these dogs at adoption clinics.
Because it began with us just talking about dogs and reading a story about an abused dog and talking to the kids about what happened to the dog and why it happened.
Well, if they don't have the compassion to take care of an animal, that leads to not having compassion with people.
Okay, pocket. Almost. Yeah, good boy. Okay. There you go, good boy.
I don't know, I'm happy though that you guys actually have dogs around.
I really like when you guys bring animals, even if it's an animal that I'm terrified of. I still went over there and I still pet it and stuff. And
I'll come in and do an obedience demonstration, advanced level obedience. And after that, we'll answer any questions they might have, give them some background on the dogs and on a variety of different things involved with dogs. It's been a great program.
We actually do have races where they go to see who's faster. And this is easy to train for, and it's something that, again, we have big old trophies you can win. Good girl! Go, 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 go! Yeah!
My hope is that even if we got through to some of you guys, to give you something to be able to do and focus on when you leave. We've all had things happen to us, like you said, that, mistakes that we've done, things that we've done. And for me, the dogs gave me an opportunity to focus on an animal who didn't know my past, who's not going to judge me for everything that I did in my past, and move forward and make a new beginning.
Yeah!
Secrets too?
Yeah!